All right, everybody, welcome back to the Spread the Positive podcast. I'm here with one of my favorite people on the planet, Miss Rachel Ferrell. Let's go.
Stop
I'll add some applause
it.
posts. Really need some production help, but hey, we're here in studio. We got a new show launching tomorrow on the network. I'm so excited about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about you, all the things. So first and foremost, how are you this morning?
I am awake and here. Today is the first day of school.
Yes.
And so
you made it.
We made it. We made it.
Nice.
I made a goal because do you want to take a guess at how many times I was tardy? Because it was me that was tardy, not my kindergartner. Kindergartners can't get to school on time. It's my responsibility.
That's your job.
How many times was I tardy to school last year?
Over, under, I'll say 8-ish. Is that generous?
You are really kind to me. 29.
29. So over was the answer.
Over.
Okay.
And so today I was like, I'm going to put up a chart in my playroom on the like command board, and it's going to say it's been this number of days since our last tardy, kind of like an accident board. And this morning, like we leave the house at 7:45. We live 3 minutes away from school, right? Okay. Well, okay. So everybody and their mother left their house at 7:45. My kid walks in the door at 8:03. I was like, gosh. Here we go. First day.
So
tardy number days. 1. 0 days.
0 days going into day number 2.
It's fine.
Can't win them all.
We're going to try the second.
But they're back, right?
They're back.
So thank goodness for that. I know you're pretty pumped about that.
I'm so excited that they're back in school.
Okay. Well, I would like to take it back. I'd like to take it back to young Rachel. I know. Hey, it's okay. Early passions, just kind of what led you to where we are today. Just kind of take us back.
Yeah, absolutely. So I gotta stop saying absolutely. That is a
take us back.
Young word. Take it back, young Rachel. Okay, so I grew up in Murfreesboro, born on a cold day in February, and grew up in Murfreesboro back when Murfreesboro had 44,000 people. I've lived on like both sides of town.
Okay.
I remember when the avenue was not the avenue. Like my dad used to ride dirt bikes in the fields.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
Used to be. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, like cows used to be walking over.
Definitely. Yeah. My grandparents live over on that side of town, like where there's a bunch of car dealerships over there now. And we would look out back and they had a fence, but it was literally just field, and now it's houses, which is kind of crazy. But I am, if you know temperaments, I'm a sanguine.
Sanguine. I don't know what that means.
That's okay. It just means I'm outgoing and talkative. Like I walked out of the womb talking with like words in my mouth. My earliest videos are of me singing every song that I've ever been taught.
Okay. From doesn't surprise me at all.
On. Yep.
From birth on.
Yep. So yeah, that was me. My report cards always said Rachel talks too much, but she's really energetic and
friendly, probably.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Like anytime I go anywhere, if I haven't made a friend, I'm sad. So I like to make new friends, and went to school over at Case and Lane when Case and Lane was first built.
Okay.
I was the second kindergarten class.
Wow.
Which was really exciting. And then went over to Siegel, graduated from Siegel High School, was in band. I was on the color guard. Sweet. And did musical theater.
Nice. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
See, this is why we do this.
Absolutely. So that you
you're a little theater.
I am.
Yeah. All the theatrics.
If you're not careful, I'll stand up and start.
I can play. We can
doing a dance.
We can get a little tunage going. It's fine. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So talkative, friendly, all the things, color guard, theater. What was your favorite play back in the day?
Oh, well, we did Les Mis, and I was can I say whore on a podcast?
Sure.
Great. I was whore number 3. And my line was make money in your sleep. And my youth minister comes and he listens to it. I eventually interned for him at that church. And my grandma comes and my grandma says, well, if college doesn't work out, you have a backup career.
Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, Ma, come on, man.
That's really,
really it was
funny.
Hilarious. But I did Les Mis. I did Children of Eden. Did Fame. That one was fun. Had a great costume. I looked like a blue Smurf.
Awesome.
I mean, it was like head to toe royal blue.
Okay.
It was a nightmare of a costume.
That's awesome.
Did Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat at one point.
I did Godspell one time.
I think that's it. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
And choir.
What was your role?
I was policeman number like 4 or something.
You arrest the girl that makes money in her sleep. Is that what that was?
I would always get in trouble for like smiling and laughing
Policemen don't smile,
I
Trent.
know, I know, right? Not my strongest, not my strongest performance, I guess.
It's okay.
They used to be like, Trent, quit smiling. I'm like, no, Clark, I can't help it. Sorry. Shouts to Clark Sorrells. I hope he's doing well. Anyway, all right, let's talk about the Rachel Ferrell show.
Yeah.
Are you so pumped? Because I'm pretty pumped.
I can't stop thinking about it.
So it's going out. It's
so
going live
excited.
tomorrow.
It's going live tomorrow. Well, and what's crazy is that, just plug for you.
Yeah.
I tried to do this 2 years ago and I stunk at it. Like, I think I'm pretty good at media stuff in general.
You're very good at media stuff in general.
Podcasting is like a whole nother mountain to climb. And I just did not have the bandwidth to figure it out. And so I tried it 2 years ago. I didn't know you then. There were a lot of like things that led us to meet each other.
Yep.
And now whenever I thought it's time to podcast,
let's go.
It's time. Yeah, let's do it.
I remember that conversation. I was very excited about that.
It was really fun.
It was. And it's been fun watching you just like go. Like, you talk about I've had a lot of people that I've walked through this process, and I will say with utmost confidence, you have definitely taken the bull by the horns and just done all the stuff. You're like, what do I need to do? Gave you a little checklist. That checklist was done in like 38 minutes. I was like, that's amazing. So then you're like, I already got some sponsors. I'm like, that's amazing. So just really diving in. The newsletter you sent out was really awesome. I mean, it was just really cool how you did it. So thank you for that, first and foremost. And that was like a really great breath of fresh air, to be honest. So it's going to be fun. And like, just the response you've already gotten. You haven't released an episode, and people are scheduled out for months, and we got like a full season recorded somehow in 2 weeks, which is insane to me as well.
I really like talking.
One day I saw her, she shares the calendar with me, like for the people that are going to be on the podcast, and no lie, one day she had 4 people.
Yeah.
4 people in one day lined up to do a podcast, and that's a lot. I've done those, and I've witnessed those days, and people are always like, oh, like when they're done, they were like done.
No, man,
you were good to go.
I wanted to do another. Are you kidding?
That's crazy.
No, there's so much fun because you get to talk to people and you get to hear the things and all the personality types. I mean, I love my children.
Yes,
with all of my heart. I was a stay-at-home mom for 4 years, and if I could not have done it one single year longer because I needed adult interaction. Days like that 4-day podcast day, like that gave me energy.
That's awesome.
It was fantastic.
I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. That's so cool. So what can people expect? What is the Rachel Ferrell show?
Chaos.
Why? Yeah. Chaos, greatness, a lot of adjectives, but go ahead. Tell us the why, I guess.
So I love my community. I grew up in Murfreesboro.
Right.
You know, we've already covered that. 44,000 people. When I left, there were 144,000 people.
That's wild.
It was a huge transition for me. And while I wouldn't consider myself like a small, like I'm not a micro town girl,
right?
But I'm still kind of a small town girl.
I get that.
I like to be able to know people, walk into the playground and be able to know the mom across from me.
Right.
Anyway, so we moved to Tullahoma 3 years ago. And when we moved to Tullahoma, my life changed so significantly for the better.
Right.
I was a stay-at-home mom. And like I said, I was really struggling with that. And there's a lot deeper story to that than just the lighthearted.
Right.
I needed to talk to adults.
No, I get that.
But whenever we moved there, I was able to live outside of my mortgage, which is a huge tenet of my business.
Right.
We were able to live outside of our mortgage. I was able to make some great friends, build a community. And then I decided other people need to know about Tullahoma too. Because we have Publix. Like, there's not a lot of small towns that have a Publix.
That's fair. That's a good measuring stick.
Huge.
Yeah.
Right. And
right.
Did you know? I'm derailing. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
If you go to Publix right before they close, if any of their fresh food, like their pre-made meat stuff is about to go bad, they'll give it to you for free.
Is that right?
It is right. Anyway.
It is right.
Side note, just call me Miss Cheap. Anyway, so
the system.
we absolutely. If we're gonna have a Publix, I'm going to take advantage
We're gonna milk that
of
sucker.
the offerings that Publix has.
That's fair.
So
That's really funny.
I felt like Tullahoma was a great place to grow, and honestly kind of felt like real estate more people are going to have to move that direction in order to be able to live outside of their mortgage, and felt like, let's get into real estate so that we can share that message. So that was why I did that. Real estate is my main job, but in order to share with people, again, that message of I want people to buy homes they can afford so that they can use the rest of their resources to live the life of their dreams.
Smart.
I have to share the ability, these are the things that you can do to live the life of your dreams. These are the nonprofits that you can support with your extra money. These are the places that you can go and spend your extra time. These are the things that you can do both with. Here's how you can grow your family and live a great life, whether your family is just your dog or, whatever children you might have. All of those things are possible in Coffee County, Tullahoma area. You do not have to be strapped down to your house living in a big city.
There you go.
Especially after the pandemic, man.
Right.
Like
sure.
So much changed. Work from home is a totally new ball game.
Yeah.
And doing it in a place where, you can smell the mash outside of your house in Coffee County.
That's fair.
Because you're between George and Jack.
There's a lot of greatness
smells like whiskey all the time.
That's awesome and kind of dangerous at times. But hey, who are we to judge? I'll say I've really enjoyed spending more time in Tullahoma. I haven't been there as much at all, to be honest, and it's been cool. Like I know my little wiggle way into town, and I know where the closest gas station is now because I almost ran out of gas one time coming into town, but that was okay. But yeah, just I've enjoyed it, and the vibe is there definitely, and all the people that you've had, all the people that we've like the recordings I've heard, and just the way people have accepted you in particular and what you're trying to do. I think that really says a lot about you and the town as well. So
yes, the town really is receptive to new people who are excited to come in and see it grow in. Again, like we're looking to maintain that small town feel, but we really do have a big heart. And I think that's my favorite part. I moved into a house one time that was like 1,600 square feet, which is a great size house, but it felt huge because it had tall ceilings, and it was the way the layout was, and the way that the person who had sold it described it made a lot of sense to me, where it said it's a small home, but it feels like a big home. And I feel that way about Tullahoma.
There you go.
Like it's a small town. Yeah. But it has big city resources. I mean, it's really, we got Ulta coming, we've got Marshall's coming, we've got Ross coming, Old Navy, McAllister's has officially made their announcement that they're coming. Highway 55's just put, a Highway 55 there.
Nice.
That was a stutter of a sentence.
No,
but
what is that? What's a Highway 55?
It's a burger place.
Oh, nice.
If you want a pimento cheeseburger, because adulthood is liking pimento cheese.
Sure.
Anyway, so pimento cheese, bacon on a burger, bomb.com.
Bomb.com. You heard it here first, folks. That does sound pretty bomb.com. Well, that's awesome. So we kind of got the real estate stuff. We got Tullahoma's awesome. What else can people expect from the show? Yeah.
Okay. So I'll talk about my life because I don't know. It's just sometimes fun to talk about. But then we'll also talk about marketing. So marketing is kind of a big deal again in a small town. We've got lots of businesses, mom and pop shops that are looking to grow their social network. And we've taught some classes. I've helped the chamber. Have partnered with the chamber to teach a few social media marketing classes to our local businesses. And I figure this is another way that we can share, here's how Diana at Nature's Elite is marketing her business. Nice. Here's how Tisha Fritz decides or, thinks that marketing needs to be. You meet, you network in person, and then you take those relationships and you build them online. It's not just, behind the screen. You've got Macy Corder. She came in.
Shouts to Macy.
Absolutely. Verve Business Lab. She's come in and we talked about aesthetics and how to build your following, how to reach your people. And so I feel like that was kind of a big thing too. We're sort of on the front wave, and I know that folks that are listening from Murfreesboro, they've had this for probably longer than what we in Tullahoma have. But you have Nashville, and then Nashville kind of leaked into Murfreesboro, and then Murfreesboro sort of in terms of technology. And we're experiencing that in Tullahoma. We are on the front part of that wave of technology with podcasting, with social media marketing, with all of this stuff. I mean,
that virtual academy,
Tullahoma Virtual Academy.
Yeah.
That's actually our school.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that is the seventh school, eighth school. I can't remember. And I'm trying to do math in my head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the 8th school. It is it's like the closest thing to homeschool you can get in while still be in public school.
Got you.
Yeah.
But you can do it. Okay. That's right.
So it's for the high school.
That's really cool.
It's super neat. And that was a great conversation. You want to talk about people who they have a podcast.
Nice.
2 mics and a guest. And they talk about the winding paths that we take career-wise.
Yeah.
So I went to MTSU. Organizational communication was what I graduated with, but I started out as a special education major.
Nice.
All through high school, I thought I was going to be a special education teacher. 1 semester in college, and I was not a special education teacher anymore. My teacher, my education teacher, we did a presentation. And out of 25 points, the class average was an 11, and I made a 24.
Oh my gosh.
And so she pulled me aside and said, hey, education's changing. I think you need to be in the communication department. If you want to continue being here, then absolutely you'd be great. But I think you need to go into presenting or adult education. And so that's what I did.
Dang, that's awesome. Now we know.
Absolutely. That's background.
Got a cool backstory. Real cool. She's like, yeah, nothing to it. But
it didn't feel cool sometimes.
Well,
I didn't go to jail.
Hey,
I feel like that's like the primo of the stories, you know?
I feel like that's bad advice. Don't listen to that, children.
But still listen to my podcast, please.
We're not going to tell you how to go to jail. We're gonna
this is why I can't do these live. if this were a part of my podcast, I'd have cut that sucker out. Like, nope. Anyway, what's the next question?
Oh, yeah. Next question. Who are some of the folks that have already kind of gotten behind the show? Let's shout them out.
Absolutely. So Heather Phillips is the one that I can talk about today. So Heather Phillips is with First Vision Bank.
Yep.
She works out of Manchester. She has a great story. We have a great story together. When I was first looking to move outside of Rutherford County, this was pre my own real estate career.
Right.
I saw a yard sign that said Heather Phillips with First Vision Bank, and she looked cute and fun. And so I gave her a call. She pre-qualified us, and I was like, no big deal. Let's make this happen. Fast forward, we refied our house with her because she has such great customer service. And then whenever I got my real estate license, the day of the licensing exam, she took me to Starbucks. She talked me through like the entire process.
Man.
She's been there for me and with me. I mean, ever since, again, we moved to Tullahoma, and then at the start of my career, which has been
3+.
I mean, really, it's been 3+ years.
That's awesome.
She's got 2 super sweet kids, but she's just like community first, people first. She is she does not do, she's not a transactional lender.
Yeah.
I mean, she really is looking out just for you and the best for you. She'll tell you no. I mean, she'll tell you this does not make sense for you and your finances. I can qualify you for this. And if you want to move forward, great. However, looking at the greater picture, looking at the big picture, this is what I think would make the most amount of sense.
Damn, that's awesome. Shouts to Heather. It was really nice meeting her, and she's supporting the network. So big shout out to Heather. Means a lot. And again, just takes one to know one. I've told you this before. Just the way you've worked with me and tried to figure all this out together. That's something I'm very grateful for. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And again, just the way that you've just like gone, like you're like, this is what we're doing, and now we're gonna do it we're gonna do it big. And I was like, let's go. And it's been really cool to watch. So shouts to you again. Thank you again. It's dropping tomorrow, people. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe, leave the reviews.
All the things.
All of the things. Share with a friend, tag them on socials. It's gonna be really cool. The first one,
we're gonna trash talk.
Yeah, we can. It's just real talk. It's real life, real estate, and real
marketing. Next week, so tomorrow we have Diana Murray with Nature's Elite. She is an incredible member of our community. She sells health food products or health products.
Yeah.
But you'll have to go into her store and check out. She does GI map testing. She does all kinds of stuff. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Next week, we have Robin Dunn on the show,
Ooh,
and we talk about recycling.
I saw that.
It is so good.
Yeah, the teaser got me.
The teaser
got
good.
me. The teaser got me.
So that episode took over an hour to record because I didn't have a babysitter that day, and my kid started making cinnamon rolls like with the oven. He's 6. So he turns the oven on, opens the door, and has cinnamon rolls going in and out of the oven. And like we had to stop like 10 times. But Robin has kids of her own, and she did a great job of jumping in and out. Hopefully, I don't think you're going to be able to tell at all, besides the kids screaming cinnamon rolls in the background at one point.
And people appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely. But she was so funny.
Yeah.
We made so many references to all of the great TV shows. I mean, when you think about talking about garbage, it's not exactly
the most exciting,
really a fun conversation.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, it had to be episode number 2 because
I'm
it was
excited.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's something that's super needed, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For those who are listening in Murfreesboro, we Telehomans, our trash goes to your dump. And so we pay quite a bit of money to dump our trash there.
Yeah.
But we also pay in the gas, we pay for the trucks, we pay for all of the things. But Telehoma makes it really easy to recycle. And if we recycle, then we make money.
Okay. Don't want to. Is it real recycling, or is it? Because there's talks about how recycling around here just goes to Trash Mountain too.
No, it doesn't. Ours does not go to Trash Mountain because we have CFC. Oh crap! And I'm gonna butcher this, and we're live.
Yeah, it's okay.
CFC. We've got we have a place that takes care of our aluminum.
Okay.
And then I know for sure that our cardboard, because our cardboard's the biggest money maker.
Nice.
And it's not going to go to Trash Mountain if we're making money off of it.
There you go. You're right.
But we make money off of that. We make money off the plastic, and we make money off of the glass.
That's awesome.
Make money off all
We
of
need
it.
to do that.
I'm telling you, Telehoma they've got a lot of things figured out.
That's
And moving from a large city like Murfreesboro, you would think that I would feel like I was going backwards, but really I feel like overall, I'm going forwards.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And being, early, young, fresh blood, onward and upward, right?
Yep.
Well, that's super exciting. I'm super excited to be working with you. Thank you again for everything. Where can people find you? Let's plug away.
Absolutely. So I am on Instagram at Rachel Ferrell Realtor.
Okay.
RachelFerrell. And then you can spell realtor. If you want to find my realtor.
Yep.
You can find, I have a website, rachelferrell.com.
Looks great, by the way.
Thank you so much.
I haven't been there in a while. I was like, oh, wow.
It was a good one. It was fun to put together.
I believe it.
And then if you just want to call me and talk, 615-624-1287.
Because we know she loves to talk.
Just got an hour drive back to Telehome after this. Give me a call.
You might be surprised. Oh, well, that's awesome. Like I said a couple times, the Rachel Ferrell Show dropping tomorrow, August 2nd. At 1 a.m. So if y'all want to get an early start.
Oh, Lord have mercy. No, I'm not even going to listen to it at 1 a.m.
All right. So y'all wake up and get a good cup of coffee and then jump on that Rachel Ferrell Show. But Rachel, seriously, thank you for everything. Thank you for believing in the mission, believing in the process. It's going to be super fun. Episode 1 tomorrow, less than 24 hours. Yay.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I wish I had confetti.
I know, we should have. You can see it. You can see it in your mind.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to jump off.
Have a great day.
Goodbye.